What's up, everybody? Welcome back to My Twisted Life of Poetry. I am Poetry. You are here for another recap and review of This Is Season 3, Episode 8. I don't know the name of it. I'm tired. Oh my gosh, yo. This episode was another clear example to me of Randall not knowing his wife. It's getting to be more and more shocking as we go along how great I think that Beth and Randall are, and then realizing how flawed Randall is in relation to his wife. We get everybody's story tonight. A little bit of Kevin, not much. So it's Thanksgiving at the Pearsons. Happy Thanksgiving to everyone who celebrates. Happy holidays to those who don't like to celebrate Thanksgiving. What else? Somebody else. They call this holiday all kind of type of names. I personally don't celebrate the original idea of Thanksgiving, but I do enjoy spending time with my friends and family. Well, family. And spend time with my family on the holidays. So I celebrate the day. Okay? Well, it's Thanksgiving at the Pearsons. And you know, Randall, like I say, is out still on the campaign trail. So they set up kind of like a soup kitchen. And apparently Beth has decided to move move it from the Baptist church over to the rec center. They haven't heard back from Jae-won to see whether or not he agrees, so they can move forth. And Beth was like, I hope that he, is not too upset that I did this and made these changes. We're going to find out. Well, we get over to the soup kitchen, and it seems to be going well. Jae-won is there. He, introduces himself to everybody, or says hello to everybody. But he is deeply concerned that the fact that Saul is now over at the church handing out Thanksgiving turkeys, and all the media and the press, they are there. And Beth is like, we don't care about that. We don't need the headlines. We don't need the flashy lights and the cameras. We need him to connect with the people. So it seems like her and Jae-won are having a mismatch of ideas. Well, Russell's way of handling things is just to side with Beth. However, I agreed with Beth. I tend to warm towards a lot more of the politicians who's not all about the fanfare and the camera and the lights and things, who wants to get a little bit more down to earth with the people in the community, who is doing good just to be doing good and not necessarily, for the spotlight to be put on them. I kind of warm towards more of that. So I was feeling Beth on the reasons why. But Jae-won is like, I know how to run a campaign. And we need to build traction. You're new. We need to get your face out there. We need the exposure. But Randall ain't hearing them. But Randall is only not hearing them because Beth is his wife. Beth is like, Randall, so you mean to tell me that all these ideas I've given you over the week, all these 300 ideas that you say that are so stupendous, how many of them did you actually agree with? I guess none, because he didn't even say one. And Beth is finally realizing, oh my God, I thought this was going to happen, but no, I didn't think this was going to happen. I was hoping this wasn't going to happen. You are only siding with me to give me a win, And I'm thinking, like, Randall, don't you know your wife by now? Don't you know this is not what she needs? This is not the coddling. Beth is not a coddler. She does not need to be coddled. She likes to be very upfront, straight to the point. Tell me what I need to do. Tell me what I need to get done. And if shit ain't going right, let me know. That's the type of person Beth is. But Randall, for some reason, wants to hold her hand through the situations. He doesn't want her to feel any hurt, any pain. I understand that as a husband, you want to protect her. But you got to know your wife. And you got to know that this is not going to sit well with her. Well, they left Kate and Toby back at the house. Kate and Toby's going to prepare Thanksgiving dinner. They're going to take charge this year. Toby is feeling a lot much better. He's back on his feet. He need a win. He gonna take this Thanksgiving dinner by the horns, and he gonna ride that bull, baby, and he gonna do the damn thing. Well, little Tess is feeling sick. And so she decides to stay back at home, or they decide to let her stay home. I was already knowing Tess was getting a period. I already knew. I remember the first time I got mine. It wasn't such a big deal to me. I don't know why. I was 9. I was really, really young. I was at my sister's friend at her birthday, my sister's friend's birthday party. I think it was her like 10th birthday party, something like that. I don't remember. Because my sister's younger than me. She's only a year younger than me though, but we were at the birthday party, and I just remember going to the bathroom, and there it was, the red spots. You know, I for some reason that no matter all throughout my life when my cycle coming, I can catch it for the most part. So I always know when it starts. Never fails without fail. So I went into their closet. I pulled out thick ass Kotex. They was like the size of pillows back then. Put that in my panties, and I went on my day and went back to the birthday party. Never told anybody. Never told my mama. Was I staying with my mama at that time? Nope, I was staying with my Aunt Barbara. I was 9. I was staying with my Aunt Barbara. I didn't tell her. I don't even know how I knew about pads, but yeah, went on about my merry little way. So, but I knew that's what was going on with Tess at this particular moment. So, back at the house though, you know, Randall has like a laundry list of items for his recipes. He got like a 30 recipe thing for cranberry sauce. I'm like, what the fuck, cranberries? Get the can of ocean spray jelly cranberry sauce and move on about your day. That's what me and Toby was saying too. They gonna make the Snoop Dogg and Martha Stewart turkey. I don't know what the hell that was, what that's gonna taste like. I heard that show is pretty funny. I don't know. Snoop and Martha together, that just seemed like such a mismatch. And I'm not a fan of Martha Stewart. She's boring as fuck to me. Just dry. She's about dry as the stuff and they probably made. But Tess came out the bathroom as Toby was bringing her, you know, a little flour, something to make her feel better, probably some soup. I forgot what was in that bowl. And she got like a box of tampons and a box of pads, and look up, see Toby, and lose her that man. She screamed, he screamed, they both run off in different directions. So Kate go up there to go talk to her about it, you know, and try to get her to feel okay with having her menstrual cycle. And she gave her worst scenario story about what happened to her and her experience. And, you know, Tess was feeling a little good about that. And then Kate said something like, you know, you don't have bigger things to worry about. You know, the period is minor. You know, you're going to get your first kiss. And Tess was like, huh, my first kiss, you know. And then she said, you may get your first boyfriend. Then Tess frowned. I said, ooh, not a boyfriend? Well, Tess say, or a girlfriend. Well, damn. Tess is homosexual. Is it? I always say it like that. Don't mean no disrespect, but that's what I say it. I'm going to continue to say it like that. But yeah, at this age, Tess is already recognizing that she is attracted to girls. And, you know, Kate was like, okay, no girls. You know, Kate did really well, I thought. Not trying to seem too shocked, not seeming put off, and letting her understand that's okay as well. And that she shouldn't feel uncomfortable, because like Tess was like, no, tell my mom and daddy, you know. Kate was like, look, your parents are gonna love you no matter what. I think you should tell them, you know. I think Tess is like 12. I don't know when the first time I was real young too when I started realizing that I like boys. Real young, like I think first grade young. So 12 is not too young to recognize it. But you know, she's in her pubescent stage. You know, that's when you start developing those feelings and tinglies and all kind of stuff when you see I guess the sex that you're attracted to. So this is a different spin. Now, I always thought that Deja was going to be the one who was going to turn out to be gay. But I don't know why. I just sensed that. I don't know. Maybe the real actress is. I don't know. But I just got that feeling from her. I just got that vibe from Deja. But speaking of Deja, she got a text from her mother saying Happy Thanksgiving. I was like, how mama get her number? I guess they gonna let her stay in contact with Shauna or whatever. I wouldn't be in contact with her. Shauna wouldn't have my number. I'm sorry. Shauna wouldn't have my number. But that's her mama. I guess she understands at some point. And there was a moment when that Deja was like feeling some kind of way because she watching, you know, Beth with Tess, and she ain't got her mama around. Even at the soup kitchen, when she handing out the food to people and the man told him to only give out one cookie, she remembered when she was giving out one cookie when they was going through homeless shelters or whatever, through soup kitchens, and her mom was like, come on now, dog, you can give at least 2, you know what I'm saying? It's the holidays, she's a grown girl. And so she started giving out extra cookies too, and Annie was like, we only supposed to give out one, girl. She's like, that man don't know nothing. He don't know nothing. Deja is very mature. She's very mature for her age. So who else we got on this episode? So basically, Toby done screwed up the whole Thanksgiving dinner. He said the cranberry sauce exploded. I don't know what the heck they put in that cranberry sauce for it to explode, but boiled over and exploded. Then he said that turkey, he ended up dropping it, and then he stepped his foot on it, and I was like, you forgot it was burnt. It didn't have no brown, you know, browning. It was burnt. It had that carbon sitting on top of the turkey. You nobody eat that mess. So he went up to Cracker Barrel. I forgot what other stores labels that we saw, and picked up turkey and dressing and everything. Like, look here. I know this ain't how we get down, but this is how we get down. This is so. And of course, Kate was just happy. She's like, this is like a Jack moment. This is what Jack would have done. And it made Toby feel a lot better about fucking up Thanksgiving dinner. And I'm so surprised that Beth and Randall didn't say something. Okay, so we go back to Vietnam. Nikki is still feeling... He don't want Jack there. He don't want Jack there because he knows he's on a downward spiral. But Jack now has Nikki over at the fishing village, and he's putting up the barbed wire and everything. And the little boy that gave Jack the fish not too long ago, evidently had cut his foot on the barbed wire, and his foot is wrapped up and he's bleeding. And you know, Jack is like, you know, little boy hurt his foot on the wire the other day. Nikki's like, we're good. I guess the damn wire doing his job. Well, the soldiers over there, they getting their Thanksgiving dinner, and they asking Jack, like, what the hell is that? Hold on. I'm not sure what the hell that was. Okay, so, lost my damn train of thought. The soldiers, they getting Thanksgiving dinner. And, they were asking Jack, you know, what's up with his brother? What's wrong with him? Well, you know, Jack is trying to get Nikki off the drugs, and he thinking he maybe got another week or so to get it out of his system. Whatever. It's not that simple. But Jack was like, no, he's fine. He just missing home. That dude's like, no, he's a medic. Medics ain't just fine. They see the guts and the glory of everything that's going on out here. You know, he's not fine. Trust me. Well, while they were sitting there talking, the mother to the little boy was walking past Nikki, and she was having trouble carrying her stuff. Jack went over there to go help her. And of course, her daddy like, no, leave him alone. Leave these damn Americans alone. Get the fuck away from him, you know. So he grabbed the water bucket that she was carrying and run off this thing. And so Jack, after the meals was over, Jack decides to pack up all the leftovers and take them to her hut. But because earlier we showed that they was out fishing, they didn't catch anything. So, you know, fishing is slow. So Jack's like, I noticed that you ain't been getting no food. You know, here's some food for you. And he asked, could he see the little boy? Little boy's foot was infected. I was hoping it had no gangrene, but it was really infected, swollen. He had a fever. You know, the boy can get sepsis. So he asked Nikki to come help him. And Nikki was like, no, I'm not helping that kid. He was like, dude, it's an order, help him. He's like, look here, I'm not gonna fix that kid up so he can grow up and kill Americans. That's not what I'm gonna do. And, you know, so of course Jack was not hurting and was not understanding. But Nikki told him, look here, I was once upon a time I had this CEO. And he was nice to everybody. The townspeople was nice to him. And then one night, one of the VC, I want to call them VCs. I wonder if they call them Vietcons or Vietcoms. Because I think there's like the Vietnamese communists. Is that what Vietcong stood for? If anybody know, let me know. But I think they call them Vietcongs, and maybe that's why they call them VCs. He was like, well, the VCs snuck into the camp one night, and they came in and they killed, you know, the CO. It was the only person they targeted. And the one lady that used to smile at him, you know, he didn't have no teeth, used to cut his hair and wash his clothes for him. She's the one that told her brother, who was a VC, where to find him at. So he said he don't trust nobody in that camp, whether they little kid, whether they a woman, whether they an old person, all of them, they can be dangerous. He don't trust none of them. They not just people. And I told y'all before when we first did the Vietnam story that when I was over in Somalia and we was in Operation Restore Hope, it was the kids that we had to watch out for. It was the kids that were setting the bombs. It was the kids that were stealing the stuff. It was the kids that were coming to the middle of the camp in the middle of the night. And it was the kids. The kids. They was doing it. But at the same time, I kind of feel like Jack, they kids. And I know, just from my experience, that sometimes these militia leaders are the ones who are training these kids to do certain things because that's the only way they can survive. It's the only way they can feed their families, things like that. So, you know, it's twofold. Okay, so but at the end, the girl was still, you know, very thankful to Jack. She ended up gifting him with her necklace. And that's how Jack got the necklace. So now we got that story solved, you know. So who's next? Miguel. We got Miguel and Becca. They finna go to his family's house. Earlier we showed Miguel coming over to the Pearsons immediately after him and Shelly got divorced, and it was a hard time because Shelly wasn't letting him speak to the kids. He knew he hadn't been there, the most present father for them. They used the excuse, you know, he was out there trying to provide for his family, and it was like, that's one thing that I don't know, I think I try to be for my daughter, and this was probably like why I am the way I am now, was I wanted to be present, even if it meant we struggled a little financially. I needed to be present for my child. Unlike Shauna and Deja, she was not only not present, they were struggling and not present, you know what I'm saying? And then sometimes you got those parents that just like, you know, they out there working hard, busting their ass, doing whatever they got to do to provide for their kids, but they not around. So that takes a negative toll on the family as well. And that's what Miguel was feeling. But Jack made him feel a little better about himself, you know, and get him to understand you was out there trying to do the best for your family. You were providing. Which kind of reminds me, I don't know why, of the movie Fences, when Troy's son asked him, how come you don't like me? And Troy was like, I ain't gotta like you. My job is to put a roof over your head, put food in your stomach, make sure you're safe. Liking you was not part of the deal. I don't know why he reminded me of that. I should have used that as a movie quote, but we're gonna get back to that later. And so like he felt that as long as he provided for his family, that's all he needed to do. And I'm not sure if that was what Miguel's thought process was. But that's exactly what happened, and it's probably what broke up his marriage because he wasn't around, he wasn't present. But yeah, Jack gave me this story about, you know, the little Puerto Rican boy. I could have sworn Miguel was Mexican. I don't know why. I could have sworn Miguel was a Mexican character. Actually, I think he's Mexican in real life as well. But he said he was Puerto Rican, and I was like, I don't know why that stuck to me. Miguel doesn't look like a Puerto Rican to me. I don't know why. It's from the Puerto Ricans that I see, they have certain features that are very, has a lot of African diaspora features or native indigenous features, and Miguel has a more Asian, Caucasian features. Even when you looked at the son of his daughter, he looked very Asian to me, and I see a lot of Mexican people, and I mistake a lot of Mexicans for Asians for some reason. I mistake a lot of Puerto Ricans for black people, light-skinned black people. So I don't know, but when they said he was Puerto Rican, I just really, especially with his son, I was like, he ain't Puerto Rican? I don't know. He could be Puerto Rican in real life, and I don't know. I just don't know. Okay, but anyway, I don't know why I went off on a little tangent. I just didn't think he was Puerto Rican. I just thought he was Mexican. Okay, so in present day, Becca and Miguel are going to his kids. She's like, I finally get to celebrate, you know, spend time with your kids. But the day of the dinner was very awkward, very awkward. Miguel's been left out on family vacations. You know, I don't want to spend family vacations with my ex-wife either, though. But I understand you want to spend some time with your kids. His grandchild, I don't know who he is. And Jackie said back in the day, like, don't be 65 years old and your grandchildren don't know who you are. Well, this is where he's at. Evidently, he didn't take that advice by still trying to be involved in his children's life and making it happen. Because the grandchildren was like, I don't know you. I don't know you. The son is very, very bitter. Not only is he very bitter about his father, he is so put off at the fact that Rebecca is sitting at their doggone table. Like, you stole my doggone daddy from my mama. And now you're up here trying to kill my brother-in-law with your doggone almonds and the sweet potatoes. Why is there almonds in the sweet potatoes? I heard people putting marshmallows on sweet potatoes and they call it yamalo. But in the candy yams and sweet potatoes, y'all put almond slivers. Anybody else do that? Y'all put almond slivers in y'all sweet potatoes. Let me know. Put it down in the comment section. We're putting up some butter, sugar, cinnamon, and vanilla extract in ours. We don't need no almond slivers. That's different. I might like it. I don't know. No, I don't want no crunch to my sweet potatoes. No. That's like putting the raisins in the potato salad. We don't want to do that. No, don't do that. Don't put no almond slivers in my sweet potatoes. Okay. So, but Miguel ended up having to check his son. He said, you know what? You can do all what you want to do to me. You can talk about me bad. You can disregard me, what have you. But the one time in a decade or one time a year that you see my wife, you going to respect her. Plain and simple. The daughter was like, I got you, daddy. You know, of course, Becca helped change the subject by asking to score the game and they went on with life, whatever. But yeah, Miguel had to check his son. I'm like, is this the first time that she ever went and spent time with him? I thought he said, yeah, first time in a decade. He's like, I mean, because Shelly, after they got divorced, Shelly had already got remarried. And he said it was like a 10-year window after Jack died, they found each other. We talked about that in the previous episode before, too. Like I said, he says a 10-year window after Jack died that they found each other. But after the episode, after Jack died, Miguel was still coming around and helping him. Maybe that was like immediate, right after Jack died, that he was coming around helping him fix the refrigerator, things like that. We talked about that before. And somebody said maybe it got too heavy for him and then he took off. And then they found each other later. But they keep confusing me. They keep confusing me. Because he was letting me seem like, you know, after my best friend died, we lost contact, and then now 10 years later we got back together. And I know previously before they said it was 8 years, now it's 10 years. It don't matter. It don't matter. But I be watching this stuff. I just don't. So we back at the house now. No, we not back at the house. We got my dear William. I forgot William's boyfriend's name. Oh my gosh. Y'all drop it down in the comment section for me if y'all know William's boyfriend's name. We go back to when they reunited. This was long after they first met at that meeting. And evidently he's fell off the wagon. He's drinking really heavily. He used to be highly addicted to cocaine. Then he moved to crack rock because it was cheaper. And we just kind of welcome him in. You know, you need a friend. Me and my band gonna play. Come on through, enjoy yourself. At this particular moment when they talking, I was wondering, how did they get into a relationship? Because he was talking about his ex-wife Anissa. We already know that William was with Randall's mom. Like, how did they come to the understanding that one or the other was gay? He hinted at it by saying him and his wife was definitely a mismatch. I automatically took from that, you know, I was gay because we already know that he is. Okay, so he decided to show up to the little function where William is playing, and he brings this woman along with him. And William, I keep wanting to call him Randall. William is looking at him like, who's she? And cold is she and what is she to you? That's how he was looking. After the band played a little bit, you know, Randall sipping on his little coffee off to the side, and he's still looking, he's still gawking. Oh boy come up and was like, Randall, don't worry about her. That's my cousin. Randall's like, I'm cool, I'm cool. So I think at that point, that's when I just got a text message pop me, sorry, that they realized they had some type of attraction for each other. They didn't really go into too much detail about it, but he could clearly see that Randall was tripping off the cousin. Not Randall, William was tripping off the cousin. And William was like, I ain't tripping. You tripping, dog. You tripping. So afterwards, you know, the Pearsons in present day join up at Randall's house. They having a great little dinner. Deja decides to go ahead and text her mom back, Happy Thanksgiving to you. Kevin and Zoe pop up on FaceTime, you know, from Vietnam. Good morning, Vietnam. That's the name of the movie, so yeah. And the Pearsons have a good old dinner in the day. And I wish they would have dived more into Beth addressing Randall more in detail. Because Jae-won was pissed. You know, Jae-won walked out. I needed to see Randall contact Jae-won and offer an apology, realizing what he's doing. That he's blowing off his campaign manager, the one he hired to do the job, you know, because of what he's doing for his wife. He's trying to coddle his wife. I needed to see Randall do that, but they didn't do that this episode. When Tess had this conversation with Beth and Randall, I wonder how that's going to go down. That's going to be interesting, especially being so young. If she ever tells, or is Kate going to be the one that tells? Because she just told, you know, Aunt Tess that you can come to me, you know, I'm your auntie. But if she tells that type of secret to her parents, Tess will never confide in Kate again. Like I said, Toby seems to be getting back on the good foot, so but his downward spiral again. Something happened to Kate. I'm still speculating that something happened to Kate, that he went back into that downward spiral. So next week is the fall finale. Then we come back in January, I believe, after the break to finish out the rest of the season. So join us next week for the finale of This Is Us, the mid-season finale of This Is Us. Thank y'all for watching. Y'all have any questions or comments, leave it down in the comments section. I didn't give y'all a movie again because, again, good morning, Vietnam. Oh, tell me the main character that played in that movie. Who said that line? What is the name of the actor who said, good morning, Vietnam? Yeah, drop that down in the comment section. All right. Y'all have a happy Thanksgiving. Talk to y'all again later. Peace.